Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel. In between the last episode and this one, just like I explained last time, I grinded a little bit to get a little bit more Sepith, more Mira, that kind of stuff. A bunch of more items, but the one thing I really wanted to find out, and we did, is what happens when we level up a Master Quartz. Do we get a whole new set of moves? Do we get higher stats or anything like that? So I used this opportunity to do just that. To figure it out. So let's see. We go to the quartz, go to the master. As you can see, we are now level 2 with Thors. And the interesting thing is the stats went up. So we get a more of a status boost from our master quartz, which is already amazing. We got a secondary art, Impassion, which I still haven't exactly figured out this, but I think it's some kind of region for CP. And our killing enemies restored CP went up from 5 CP per enemy killed to 10 CP per enemy killed, which is like doubling the amount of CP we get for destruction. But more importantly, not a secondary ability, meaning that there is more levels to be gained, because would it have been 3? Would it have been 4? Now we know it could be even more, because for one, we're unlocking new abilities and we're improving on the abilities that we have. So there is a lot of growth potential here, and as you can see, next level is a lot of experience, so it's gonna take us a while to get there. We also went with Scepter, which in the process of leveling the other two up, we gained halfway through it, so I'm really curious what we're gonna get for this. I'm assuming we're gonna increase the obtained Sepith from attacks and crafts to 50% or something like that, and a new art, maybe in the same region, like Tear or something, or a better Aqua Bleed, because you know me, if you can get some form of AoE attack, you can always call for me. The other one was Cannon. That's now also level 2. Amount healed from 1.25 to 1.5, and we got Terra, which is of course very, very nice. Too much HP heal than we'll ever need at this point, but it is very nice to have indeed. So that is what we've learned in between the episodes. So I think we should now be ready to go through the door and see what we find there. Okay, let's go. Portal opening up. Ah, no. It's a monster creating itself, warping in.
This looks tough. Careful.
No, it's definitely gonna be tough. Okay, what is it? A Minos Demon. Specific, it's wind, heavy, fire, rather not. Other two, if we wanted to. Does look like sleep is a thing that we can actually use. Interesting. Okay, let's do the standard thing.
All right, let's do this.
Motivate ourselves, and of course defending ourselves. Okay, reasonably strong, but not too bad. Also, with a level up, we also gained the Detector move, which is analyzing the enemy for a better unbalancing. So that's the secondary thing we're gonna do first. Resounding beat.
Keep it up, everyone.
Defense and region. Alright, Gaius can also go for doing his thing.
Open. I'll take you up.
And always use secondary attack. that's what we've learned in between. And did he just blind me? He did, didn't he? Alright, let's just use art, support. Impassion. Well, technically we do not have S-Crafts yet, which I do highly think we're gonna get at some point.
Arcus, activate.
We might as well do something useful for the one round that we are blinded, because now it's gone again, it's only one round. Good to know. Let's use our detector.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Alright. A powerful two-horned evil creature. Obscures foes' vision with dark breath and then pulverizes them. And he's maximum HP? Okay. Maybe he landed on another healing square. Something I really need to look out for. Alright, that's good. Ah, he doesn't have wind anymore because we switched over his mastercraft.
Okay. I'll take you up. Here we go.
Just gonna go with Autumn Leaf Cutter.
There. Right.
It could also mean that maybe he has an auto regen for any damage he does to an enemy. Alright, let's do a needle shot just to not give him that CP recharge. And of course, any potential delay, sealing, or anything like that. Always something we want to do, right? Yeah, I saw the resist, but that's not arts. We don't need to do the analysis anymore, so there's no need for that. This is another test I want to do. Since he has 100 on sleep, it actually worked. Okay, for one round he is now asleep. So if we do another motivate, we not only recovered our enhancement, but now we can see that the arrow on Rean and Guide is now red. So it should be more heightened, right? If I understand correctly from what I read in the comments.
Here we go.
Okay, good.
There. Right.
Like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit more tactical about what we're doing.
Focus activate. Ha!
But I think to be more wise about what we're actually doing, be more aware of our actions, heart should not be a problem for us. Well, for 90-95% of the game, I'm sure.
My turn.
Alright, let's go back again. It looks... Ooh! It almost looked like the monster had 2 turns, but it's redacted now.
Give it up,
Good.
everyone.
Get the defense back. Did I actually moved it out of Rean's area? Huh. I actually thought I was still hitting him. Doesn't matter.
There. It's my turn. Now. I'll take you up.
Yeah, he's going down. We got this. Dark Breath is fine. Alright, one more Gaius. Should be... Ooh!
Not yet.
Maybe heat up a bit. Yeah, this is a normal tier bomb, because the 10 of the other one I got through the item pack, and I want to wait until we can actually buy it in stores before using it. Even though I know I did say use it when you need it. Not yet, because we're so close to defeating it. Really? No second hit there? Wait.
My turn.
He recovers a bit. I should really learn to watch what happens, because I've been watching the entire time, didn't see anything, and the one time I didn't pay any attention, he healed a bit. Was it because it was the one physical attack he did that actually connected? Probably.
Focus activate.
And there he goes. Alright, much better than the last demon we tried to defeat.
Is everybody okay?
Yes, we are. Soul Blur, nice. Always like a good free quartz. Phew, that was one tough battle. Still, we made it through. We sure did, and I'm really starting to get the hang of these combat links too. It feels like the Arcus has practically synchronized my breathing with the two of you. That's a good way to put it. It's a strange feeling, but not a bad one. I think we've reached the end of the line, however. It sure looks that way. I didn't see any other routes we could have taken. It really does seem like the entire structure of these ruins has changed completely since we were here last. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I guess this means we're done down here? We should head back outside. Okay. As long as the route we took getting here hasn't suddenly shifted on us, we should have no trouble finding our way back. The exploration party's bond have been strengthened. So the party we pick to go down here also increases our link capacity as a team. Because it means that now we can only choose these two, but if we get to a point that we have more options than slots available, then maybe we need to consider that too. Like picking the lower characters instead of the higher ones. Yeah, release a wall. No extra pots. Is it me or was that thing definitely not glowing before? No, I'm quite certain it wasn't. Has something caused it to turn on then? We should go have a closer look. But first... slight case of restoration. Because I have no idea what's awaiting us when we get back, so we might just as well. Warp to floor 1 entrance. Yeah, it's just like we already expected, so that's good. Well, what just happened? We seem to have returned to the entrance. But we're just at the exit. This place really is nothing but mysteries. Well, it's a war point. We, as experts and RPGs, we know what it is. Alright, let's get out. And of course, we do wonder if we can get back in here if we do. Maybe. Yeah, we've been in there quite a long time. That is now turned into evening, just like the warning said when we got in. The sun's begin to set. We were in there for ages. We should probably go give a report to the principal. Would you mind coming with me? Oh, not at all. Well, let's go. Well, we might as well... Ooh, a kitty cat. Who are you? Why are you spying on us? Well, this is certainly unexpected. So the layout has changed completely since last month. I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it had progressed so to this extent. Do you know anything about the origins of those ruins? They look like they predate the school by, well, a lot. I am afraid I can't be certain who constructed them, nor exactly how long they've been around. But you are correct. They've existed for at least several hundred years before this academy was founded. All signs point to their construction occurring sometime during the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages. You mean the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1200 years ago? Well, most of the ruins archaeologists have uncovered from that period are full of strange things. Some of which seem to have been made with technology we don't even fully understand. We're talking magic, alchemy, but the inside of a building completely changing its layout. I have to say, that's a new one. Definitely not normal. Indeed, no record of such a phenomenon exists in the Academy records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem. Well, I'll try to have a look around the place myself when I get a chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here. I do greatly appreciate that. Schwarzer, Greg, Wurzel, thank you very much for all your hard work. Oh, no trouble at all, sir. I'm happy to have been of assistance. Yeah, it's always good to help. If you'll please excuse us then. The three of you did pretty well, and it seems you're getting the hang of using your Arcus too. Well, combat links definitely did make our battle in the ruins a lot easier. They could prove a powerful asset if we were able to master them. It's hard to get the timing right though. Well, just keep at it. You'll need to be forming links with your other classmates eventually too, after all. And let me reiterate that once again. You've all done very well today. Especially you, Rean. I'll be expecting great things from you next time too. I'll do my... Wait, what do you mean next time? Well, the way I see it, you're a natural at this, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you just want to do everything you can to help her out? Well, I guess I do feel kind of bad for her, but... yeah, how we can deny requests for Toas? We can. We can't. We have to help her. Okay, fine. I'm in, I guess. Oh, that's Irene. I'll pass the good news on to Toa then. Oh, and the principal has given the okay for you to keep hold of that old schoolhouse key. You're welcome to go poke around inside and again anytime you wish. Anyway, I'll be seeing you kids later. Toodles! Are you sure you're alright with this, Rean? Yeah, I'm sure. It's not like I'm signing up to any clubs, and as long as I don't wind up with too many more than I had today, I'll be fine. Well, okay then. But if you need any assistance, please just let me know. It's really no trouble. Yeah, same goes for me. And I'll be happy to come with you next time you go into the schoolhouse too. Yeah, cause no matter how you look at it, it was definitely some good training in there. And we now got confirmed that if it's free time, we can walk around the academy freely. We are allowed back into the schoolhouse, which is very, very nice. Giving me more opportunities to grind between episodes if I so choose to do so. Received seal as a reward. Received 1 additional bonding point. Alright, so the time has passed to another time of day, the evening. 1 more bonding point for us and another classmate. And of course, something some people of you might dread very much. A whole slew of people we can talk to for new text. Or at least I assume so. What do you think you're doing, loitering around here so late? Hurry back to your dorm and look over what you learned in class today. My political economic classes are clearly of the utmost importance for malleable young students such as yourself. Are you even listening to me? Yeah, we're trying to. Okay, can we get back in here and talk to him? It's been said that the Old Schoolhouse was originally constructed during the Dark Ages. What sort of secrets could be contained within a building so old? It was here since before the Academy was founded. I am hoping that your class will be able to answer that very question. We'll do our best. Fear not, I do not plan on making you overexert yourselves. Class 7 is hereby in charge of conducting regular investigations of the Old Schoolhouse. It should serve as a good training for you too. I hope you will give it your best. Oh, knowing us, we definitely will. I sincerely hope that you are not under the impression that free days are somehow equivalent to days off. Your classes particularly seems inclined to believe such hogwash, likely due to that instructor of yours. No, that's not a good grumble. Definitely need to work on that. The Old Schoolhouse has been here ever since the Dark Ages, so I figure it might have a few interesting secrets. I never expected it to be able to add a whole new floors though. Me neither, but I guess that's all the more reason we should keep an eye on it. Right, and just so you know, we're planning on having you poke around down there again next month. We'll probably just get in touch with the student council again when the time comes. I think I'll start poking around in there myself from time to time though, just to be sure. Well, I'm already this deep in the mystery, so I'll help out wherever I can. Glad I can count on you. Oh, I'm gonna start checking in on the Old Schoolhouse every now and then too. You all should just focus on getting ready for your practical exam this month. You know I'll make you earn your grade too. Maybe I should start preparing for that sooner rather than later. Yeah, and a practical exam... would it be like combat training? Because if it's theory, it would be in the classroom, right? So practical needs mean actually practical use of it. So will we be doing requests in a town, like how we would in a normal situation when we're out there? Or is it purely combat driven?
Right.
I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't it? Wow, Mint, you really do take after your mom. And by that I mean you share her ability to get lost halfway around the world when your destination is only 10 steps away. Oh, sorry about that. But more importantly, how have you been? Mom's really been worried about you, so she told me to check up on you and send her regular status report. I knew it. Adios helped me. It was an ordeal and a half, but I finally made it to the faculty lounge. I haven't seen my uncle in a while, but he seems like he is as well as ever. I should have known my sister sends Mint to the academy just to keep an eye on me. Okay, Mint, here's the plan. Toss in a line like, Uncle Makarov's just swell, and we'll be all in the clear. What? No, we can't do that. I should have known my sister would send Mint to the academy just to keep an eye on me. Alright. Another lecture from Thomas? Oh? Ooh, that wouldn't happen to be a recipe book you've got there, would it? It is. Someone gave it to me earlier. Why do you ask? Ah, perfect. Simply perfect. I have just begun conducting some food-related research, you see? And it just so happens that I've been on the lookout for someone who could assist me with it. Sorry? Did you say research? Ah, I did indeed. It related to geography, actually. I'm in the midst of gathering a variety of, well, perhaps we could call it peculiar dishes. Do I dare to ask why? Well, all over the world, every dish people cook has a deep history behind it. I'm interested in the history hiding behind the cuisine that you might see as bizarre and unappetizing. But it's no fun to just read about food. I want to sample the dishes as I research their history and purpose. I see. That is certainly a unique field of study. Oh please, there's no need for flattery, Rean. Very well. Consider this a standing order. Come straight to me if you happen to stumble upon any new peculiar dishes. I'm looking forward to see what sort of dishes you'll bring me my way. He didn't even give me a chance to say no. Oh well, might as well help him out, as all it could hurt is his stomach. Okay, so if I get this right, we need to learn recipes, make it, and bring it over to him. And he can then study it by sampling the food. Okay, so it does mean we do need to be on the lookout for any new recipes potentially. Ooh, what's that? You spent the day investigating the old schoolhouse? This is marvelous, absolutely marvelous. I heard it has been there since before the Middle Ages. Oh, do tell. Did you discover any ancient relics within? If you do, please inform me at once. I'll be at your side in the old schoolhouse offering my assistance in an instant. Let us first investigate a little bit more before we add any more volatile people into the mix, definitely. Oh, Instructor Beatrix has been ever so kind to listen to my concerns and provide me with advice. What a pleasure it is to have someone so experienced to learn from. Though, I can't deny that we often use these sessions as an excuse to enjoy some tea together. Instructor Beatrice has been ever so kind to listen to my concerns. Admittedly, we often use tea together simply to enjoy some tea, but it can turn to unwind now and then. The principal told me that you explored the area beneath the old schoolhouse. I imagine you must be rather tired given how vast it is. Make sure to get plenty of rest once you drag yourself back to your dormitory. Some students have used the area beneath the old schoolhouse to train, but that place is no leisurely stroll, so you must be tired. Make sure to have a nice long rest. Okay, so we're not technically the first students to go down there, but we are the most important one, because we are class 7. Alright, can we have a little look-see, or do we need to go outside? Maybe. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we have 2 events, one with Alyssa, one with Toa or Laura. Either seems fine with me. And our quest ends over in the class 7 dormitory. That's good to know. So we can go all over town, talk to everyone, do some fishing maybe? Maybe do some shopping in the bookstore, have a drink in the cafe or anything like that. We can do exactly all before we end the class 7 dormitory. Alright, so Alyssa and Laura / Toa. It is one of the two, of course. So who would you pick between those? If it's Laura and Alyssa, maybe I should stick with Laura. I do like her as a character and I haven't learned much about the others yet. But what if it's actually Toa? It seems to me a little bit weird having a bonding event with someone who isn't actually part of the class. What would the effect of something like that be? I do wonder. I seriously doubt that we'll be able to talk to everyone in this episode yet, because last time it took us an episode and 10 minutes. In order to do so, it's probably going to be roughly the same here as well, so we have some time to think about it. Which one shall we pick? Leave your suggestions in the comments, but as always, try to do it without spoilers, because we never know who might be watching in. It could always be in someone who's seeing this for the first time. One of the instructors at this academy is actually a soldier on active duty sent by the Imperial Army. Unfortunately, he's been called back to the military for now. He teaches military science, which you should all be taking soon. He might be strict, but you can see that he really cares about all of his students. Our military man is in charge of teaching military science. I'm sure you all have the chance to meet him soon enough. Alright, I'm getting very curious indeed. Only in the janitor's office. Good. Then we can instantly move to level 2. And that's the end of another problem-free day. Nothing to do but sit back with a cup of coffee and watch the students head on home. Now that's good. Ending the day with a nice cup of tea or coffee. That can be very relaxing for sure. Alright, only 2 students up here. Not too bad. Can we actually go back into our classroom? We can. I do wonder if there will be events if there aren't any people in the room. If that's the case, then we really need to make sure we're thorough when we're searching the place. The music room is locked. I'm guessing if the orchestra isn't practicing, we cannot go in there. Good to know. This year looks to be a promising one for the cooking club. I'm looking forward to see how the first years change the flavors of the club. What sort of dish should I cook up tomorrow? Anything you want. And if you do, inform me. I can always use a few new recipes. And of course, the one person that would be here is of course Clara, because he is an artist beyond any measure. She just keeps on practicing and enhancing her art. Oh, I got so focused on my work that I didn't even notice the day passing by. Time flies when you're emotionally invested. Now, back to work. I'd suggest going home, but I think she'd just glare at me. Oh, I know that's what she would do, definitely. Okay, that's it for the second floor. So the only thing left is the rooftop. I wonder if there are less people around now in town and around the academy just because it's later? Or if all the characters are actually here, we just need to find them. Is she a first year? I don't think I've seen her around before. You're Rean from class 7, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. But how did... Well, you certainly are an interesting one, aren't you? It's not every guy whose first day sees him falling face first into the chest of a girl he's trying to protect. Rumors spread like wildfire at this academy. My name is Beryl. I sincerely hope that we'll meet again. Yeah, thanks. Seems like she has a few cards short of a full deck. Well, or she is someone that's really into shipping characters, and after hearing that we planted our face in the chest of Alyssa, she started shipping hard. But I guess we can only learn what her intentions are by moving forward and learning more about who she actually is. Alright, so where do we want to go? I'm guessing the back garden and then gymnasium first? You seem pretty tired, Fee. Yeah, thinking about taking a nap here. I don't know if you noticed, but it's getting late. This might not be the best place to fall asleep right now. Fine. I'd probably get a good nap here. Now I'm tired. Yes, I know the feeling. After a hard day of work, I will be tired as well. Oh my, resting in a place like this could be dangerous. Oh, I hope she doesn't catch a cold. I should keep an eye on her just in case she falls asleep. Both people and plants are prone to illness without proper care. She's actually very nice, watching out for Fee even though she might not even know who she is. Very adorable. And the fishes haven't returned just yet. Oh, I was so hoping that with the change of day, time of day at least, that the fish would have come back. Did we kill all the fish here? Did we need to leave one alive so that I could make more fish for us? Oh, I hope not, because I'd miss those fishies. Alright, let's go to the old school building, engineering, and then to the gymnasium. I think those will all be relatively small locations that we can easily check out. Can we find the cat here somewhere? Because the cat was definitely watching us. And it was a black cat. Could it be from a witch? I might be playing too many different RPGs at this point. Then I'm referring to witches in a game as Cold Steel. Doesn't mean I'm wrong though, because black cats usually are hanging out with those kinds of people. Guess it's time for you to head back to the dorms, isn't it? Thank you for lending me a hand. You saved me a bunch of hassle. Oh, no trouble at all. Besides, I have a brand new Orbital radio now, so I can't complain. Be sure to give it a listen when you get back. There's some good stations around here. Looking forward to it, thanks. Definitely. Maybe, now that if we have it and we place it in our dorm room, we can change the music to any music in the game itself. That would be really cool. Can we interact with something behind here? Probably not, because we are not orbital engineers. Or at least I don't think so. Alright, the gymnasium is next. It seems the gymnasium is locked for the evening. Okay, I can see why. You don't want your students swimming at night without any supervision, and the teachers might have already gone home. Alright, we know there's one bowling event here. Let's avoid her for now. And the view from here is great. I'll take some getting used to, but this is an awful lot of fun. Okay then, it's decided, I'm joining this club. The captain of the club seems different from the other nobles too, so it's perfect for me. Well, that was rather impressive for your first time on horseback, Paula. I have high hopes for you. Oh, one cannot hope to become a great rider if they are not willing to become one with their horse. You show much promise, Paula. Yeah, and I think she means he's different than other nobles because he's actually being nice to her. Which should be a standard all the time. And it looks like Alyssa is there by herself. Which does make me very curious what her event is. But, as we've learned from last time, we can just do the event, reload, and then do the event of the person we're gonna pick. And then Alyssa, we know for certain is the bonding event. The other one? Is it Toa? Is it Laura? Is it both? Is it either? I don't know yet. I have to get a little bit closer for that. The auditorium doors are locked. Yeah, like normal, so that's not too strange. Ooh, well, hello there. Would you care to try one of my freshly baked cookies? You know, I love to and all, but I wouldn't want to spoil my appetite right before dinner. Oh, what a shame. I'm using a secret recipe that will make anyone who eats it fall madly in love with me too. She said it was only her special mix of margarita. Making me drunk doesn't necessarily make me fall in love with you. I think I just dodged the bullet. Well, of that we can definitely agree on, Rean. So, mental note, no more drinks from that lady. I'm glad that Emma ended up joining the club. But the question remains as to whether she'll take a liking to my genre of choice. It should be fine. Slowly but surely I'll drag her into it. This club sounds more dangerous than I thought. How can I explain this in an understandable manner for what for kind of comics she's into? I think the easiest way to tell it is hentai with boys on boys action. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that. I know there's a name for it. I just can't grasp right now. I have heard it before, but like I said, I don't read those type of comics myself, so... Oh, what was that? Oh well, I'm sure somebody knows. I'm glad that Emma ended up joining the club. Alright, let's see if there's another book added to the recommended reading corner. There is not. Good. Oh, that Dorothy is a strange one. One minute she'll be happily reading away, and next she'll be acting strangely. I hope she isn't trying to corrupt any of the poor innocent first years. She is. On that note, make sure you don't cause any trouble in the library either. Hey, I'm trying to do my best to keep it easy. No other students up here? Good. Easily done. Maybe the bonding event is not just Laura or Toa. Maybe it's both. I would accept that. Ah, no, there she is. No marking above her head. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'm interested in joining the swimming club, and I would immensely appreciate it if you could spare a little bit of your time to train me. Of course, I'd be happy to help, but I'm not in charge of your admission into the club, so there's no need to be so formal. We're both new here after all. Wait, really? I was totally under the impression that she was a second year. I didn't realize she was a noble either. Oh, I hope I didn't offend her. I admit, I was surprised at her sudden interest, but this is good news. If she wants to join the swimming club, then we should welcome her with open arms. Okay, so we now definitely know that the bonding event is not with Laura. It's with Toa. Alright. Doesn't make the choice any easier. I admit, I was surprised at her sudden interest, but this is good news. If she wants to join the club, then we should welcome her with open arms. I'm exhausted. I joined one of the sport clubs and now my free days get eaten up by practice. It's just brutal. Wow, that does sound tough. I didn't join any clubs, so I just lazed around reading comics all day. But that's not the bad thing, is it? Because we all need a day of rest every once in a while. I've seen plenty of nobles in my time at this academy, but I've never seen one who could beat my wife in an argument. I guess you could call it a talent of hers. The noble whose mansion I worked in had quite a few children. They could be haughty, sure, but they can almost be cute in a way. Hey, if you work somewhere, you always try to find the best in them. Just to make the time when you spend working as bearable as I can. Oh, my husband and I worked in a noble's mansion once upon a time. It served as a nice training course for getting along with the upper class students. Some of them can get a little arrogant, but they're all cute kids to me. It told me a lot about how to get along with the upper class students. Right. Still the same items? Having said that, shall we try eating those items? So we can only use it if it actually has an effect. Because in Trails in the Sky we could use it no matter what. That makes it more difficult, so we need to use it when we're on the battlefield. So we know we always have less HP than max, so we can always use these items. So we can learn the actual recipe. Because to be honest, I want that recipe. Most of the orbital equipment we sell here was made by the Reinford company. You wouldn't believe the orbital staff is still in development by looking at it. The level of craftsmanship is amazing. They're not the biggest company in the Empire for nothing. I guess that's perfectionism for you. The level of craftsmanship in all of the Reinford company's equipment is amazing. They're not the biggest company in the Empire for nothing, I guess. That's perfectionism for you. And I would love to buy these 3, but I get a feeling like money is gonna be hard to get regardless. So maybe we should just leave it for what it is. But we can get a little bit of extra money. Just getting the tear bombs back that I used. Because as soon as we find enemies that drop it, we'll be more than fine. Right, nobody here. Practice came to an end largely without issue today. However, it seems as though cleanup duty is left to us first years. Or perhaps I should rephrase, left to Alyssa. It would be foolish to expect a lady of my standing to perform such a menial task. Really? So you had to do it, but you just left because you found yourself too noble to actually do it. In this regard, I can understand Makias. There's a luxurious saloon reserved exclusively for us nobles on the 3rd floor. Alyssa can clean up while I relax. You're not making your case any better, Ferris. Okay, so the only one left in there is Toa for our bonding event, and other than that we should be done with the entirety of the academy grounds. So I'm gonna leave it here. In between this episode and the next one we can think together about which one of the 2 we shall choose and which one we'll just watch on the beginning of the next episode. We'll start out with that. My first inclination is to look at the Alyssa one and pick Toa, but I'm not settled on it. The reason I want to see Toa is because she seems like a very interesting character, a very small, timid-looking student that's actually the council president. I really would like to know more about that. On the other hand, Alyssa so far seems to be maybe the official relationship option for Rean. I don't know how fixed that is, but considering she bumped into us, we fell with face first into her chest, while she fell on us, but details. So that's all signals that she might be our love interest in this game, and if that's the case, maybe we want to know more about her as well. Because like I said, I have no idea what affects the bonding events, other than increasing our link level a lot sooner than possible. Which also gives you another reason, why would we use Toa? Since she is clearly not a member of our class, so we'll never be able to fight with her. So will I be wasting away my potential extra linking points by choosing her? See, those are the thoughts that I have in my head at the moment on which one to pick, but before the next episode, we'll gladly make a choice. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time, as we're gonna watch the bonding events with the 2 ladies. See you then. Bye bye.